Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. We're gonna take you on a little ride with me today. I am up in Grafton, and took a little journey up here today. Now we're gonna head back home. Oh, my baby girl. Cool. Hey. Oof. Hey. Everybody else gets on their bike like an old ass motherfucking man. Just me. Sounds a little bright today. All right. Let's go. Alrighty. I'm actually up here at Pere Marquette Park. I'm actually at the marina here, and I really like this place. It's pretty chill. A lot of nice people here, and I like coming up here because it's quiet. It's right by the Mississippi. Everything's pretty awesome here. Guess he's gonna let me go. Cool. All right. Now we just headed back home at the moment. Came up here to take a few pictures of the bike. Since it's a beautiful day. It is October 5th, and it's gorgeous out today. I think maybe it's 70 degrees. So it's not hot, it's not humid. It's just nice chill ride weather. And yeah, it's a beautiful day to be out, so you don't want to miss these days. So I got up to the marina there, and I almost had a kind of an oh shit situation there, like literally. I got there and I was like, oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom. Okay, I was like, I'll make it, no big deal, go to the gas station, back. And then it hit me like a ton of bricks. I don't know if it was just the sauerkraut and brats that I had last night or what, but we had a situation. I actually looked at the bushes for a second because they were closer than the outhouse that was there, contemplating, thought hard about it. Decided, no, I can make it. Squeeze them cheeks, head on over. So, wobbled like a little penguin over there. Man, and it was time to go when I got there. So, yep, do my thing. You know what I saw? You look down, and there ain't no TP at all. Zero. Except for there was a piece on the ground there. It looked like it had been stomped on a few times. Yeah, I used it. I did. I used what good of it I could. And then there was a napkin in there as well in the other corner. So thank you to whoever left a napkin in there, because I ripped that thing in half and I used every. Okay, so thank you for saving my bottom, literally. I've had a couple of stories like that. I really wish it wasn't all that bad. And I wouldn't say that it happens to me all the time, but it does happen. I mean, one time, restroom at the gas station, and I sat there for a little bit. Nobody came in. Well, we're in a situation. I went into the bathroom with socks, and I came out of that bathroom without socks on. Now, I did throw them in the trash can. Don't flush things down toilets, you're not supposed to. Anyway, it's a beautiful day out. Let's change up the subject a little bit here. I guess it's a question of, well, why do you ride, right? Like, that's a question. Nobody's literally ever asked me, but I ask myself. Besides, oh yeah, cool, we got a bike, oh yeah, zippy zippy. I'm not a zippy zippy rider. I like to just cruise, which is why I ride cruisers. specifically my 2010 Yamaha Raider. I love this bike. I mean, I really love this bike. Uh, it's got the 113 cubic inch motor in it. A lot of low end power, 1900s. I mean, yeah, she's fast when she needs to go fast, but uh, I just love the power that it has, um, and not have to use it. I like to get on it sometimes, but I got kids, man. I don't do anything stupid. I, anyway, so I ride because it's relaxing, um, and it's enjoyable to be out on the road. Um, there's some people say, well, it's they don't call it a motorcycle, they call it a donor cycle. Which yes, I am a donor. Um, that's the right thing to do. However, I, I feel like anybody can get in an accident at any given time, whenever, wherever, um, and that wouldn't be a reason to deter me from riding. It really wouldn't. I I really enjoy riding. Why would I not do something that I enjoy? And honestly, I think riders pay a heck of a lot more attention than what a cage driver will. I really do. You know, now I believe it's illegal now, but how many of you out there be on your phone when you're out there driving? A lot of you, right? Pretty much every single one of you. Most of you are on a GPS or whatever. I mean, it's still on your phone. You're going to touch it at some point. You're not paying attention to the road. You're not looking at other drivers. You're not looking around, swiveling. When I ride, and I would say the riders, we're all paying attention. We are, not to say it's a cliche, but like we're one with the road. We're one with our environment. That we're looking around. We're enjoying the moment. Yeah, we're having a blast, but we're in it. Um, it's kind of just part of the ride itself. It's so freeing, relaxing. There's no seatbelt. There's no walls around you. You are literally in the open air. Yeah, whatever comes comes. But it's relaxing. It's calming to me just to get on the bike, man. When I've been super pent up, whatever, stressed about work, whatever's going on, just life in general, right? As we get older, things get more chaotic. You think they slow down, but now they just get more in depth, or you just get better at handling it at that point. Um, so I like to get onto the bike because it relaxes me, calms me back down, centers me, I guess you will. Um, Brings me back to who I am, who I want to be at the end of the day. What's up, boys? Couple of old riders. Hey, howdy, hi. Another reason why I like to ride, since I am a little more relaxed when I am riding, um, I think a lot. I mean, I do a lot of thinking all the time. Um, can't get away from that. Just kind of who I am. It's in my blood. Um, but when I ride, it's clear. Like it's just I can think. There's a lot of different things that's going through my head. Um, Now, yes, agreed. While I'm paying attention to the road and all the other stuff I just said, um, but I can just truly think. There's no outside craziness going on, other distractions floating through. I just kind of open up my head, just whatever pops up, and that's what I kind of think about. Um, I know some people who do that while they mow their lawn. You know, I do, but some people that's freeing for them just to get out there and mow for 2.5, 3 hours, and mow the yard and think about life, think about stuff, think about things they want, how they're going to get there. I mean, I guess that's another thing. Uh, Thinking kind of lately is like we're getting to that next kind of stage in life here, right? Like I'm 37, which means we're kind of getting ready to be in that next era, if you will, of those stages of life. Um, that 40 to 60 range, right? I had a buddy tell me the other day that there's been a study done on it, and 40 to 60, those ages there, that's the best of your life, right? I could see that. I could see that because you got the kid years, right? That's all learning. Okay, yes, they count, they're important, and so on and so forth. However, you're literally learning how to walk, how to talk, how to take care of yourself. You know what morals, values, and ethics are, and you want to be trying to find yourself. You spend a lot of discovery stage in your early life. Now, I'd say that's probably uh, through the 20s, really. Um, Early 20s for most people. Well, maybe I guess I'd say probably less than that. Probably late 20s for a lot of these people trying to find themselves, who they want to be in life. Anyway, okay, so you do that. I guess we'll just give it a perspective of me and my life. So I got married when I was 12. Yeah, I don't know, don't quote me on that. 6 11 11. Okay, that's very remember. Got married because I wanted to get married young. I grew up in a small town in the Midwest, small being 20,000 people. Some people don't consider that small, but I kind of do after being in Denver for so long. But grew up in a small town, Midwest, uh, where my dad worked his fucking ass off to provide for a family of 4 kids and a wife. My wife worked her ass off too. Don't get me wrong. She didn't go do work per se every day because she was never off the clock, right? You got 4 kids. I mean, it's literally from sun up to sun down, and even sometimes night shift, night duties. So, all you moms out there, I get it. Especially if you're working and stuff too, trying to balance everything with the family. Shout out there. But anyway, so you go through that part of life, everything is great, and then you hit your early 20s like me. So got married. Obviously, what's the next best thing? Let's have kids. Let's get on with this life. We're running daylight here. So we did. We have 2 kids, Jax and Max. They are 9 and 11. Okay, and they're great. Looking back on it, of all the things I guess I've done, probably the biggest and most, I don't know, major accomplishment, I guess is what I would call it, is being a father. Not, and I don't say just having kids, because look, I know there's a lot nowadays of people having kids and not actually being a true father. Having kids is the easy part. That's the fun part. Ooh, yay. But there's a lot of fun and knowledge and learning in being a father. That's the part where you got 18 years essentially. It's called 18. That you are really solely responsible for how that kid turns out. Okay, and really that's it. You're the one. You're the one in charge of making sure that kid knows what morals, values, and ethics is, right? Because they're in the first part of their life, their stage of life. They're just learning who they are, how to walk, eat, sleep, those kind of things. So that's great. That's that kind of part of stage in life. Then, along the way, you might decide to start a business, while you're working a full-time job, and get involved in a sport that requires a major source of passion and love for it and be deep in it with little to no monetary return. but it pays abundance in the people, the networks, the things like that. And that's obviously the gym. Iron type on another day because it's too long for this short of a ride. Okay, so back to what I was talking about here, stages of life. Okay, so you're in your mid 30s, mid to late 30s, and for once in your life, you've done a lot of things, all centered around trying to set yourself up, not living paycheck to paycheck, and literally you happen to rely on a little bit of luck and a lot of bit of skill to make all the ends meet, right? Because having kids, running a business, having a wife, those things aren't cheap. And when you hit, I guess maybe that's what it is, my age, you start thinking, well, I want to retire at some point. I want to be done going to work and having to chase after a dollar. I want to have enough for me, my family to be essentially good, right? That's what I want. I want to have enough to be good. And I think that's what stage I'm in now, where, okay, I've been blessed. We're not going to call it luck because we got my dad's luck, called winning luck. We'll talk about that another time too. Let's just say the word luck is actually pretty sarcastic. If it's luck, it's bad. Okay, so yeah, I've had a good opportunities. I've chased a few things. I've done a few things. I've worked where I needed to do to get to where I'm at for my family. I want to raise them, and I want to have my family be comfortable and enjoy. I take that stress off of them. They don't have to worry about ones and zeros right now. They don't worry about things. Because one thing about me I've noticed as well is I like to bear a lot of crosses. I like to burden myself with maybe not saying others' problems, but others' troubles. I like to take those things on and help in any kind of way that I can. The biggest one I'm probably thinking is financially. Okay, well, yeah, I do like to help if I can financially, but in the old words of maybe not just giving them fish and showing them how to fish so they can catch their own, if they're willing to listen, right? I'm kind of at that stage where it's like, okay, I'm looking at, okay, retirement. 37, like I'm going to still work forever. Yeah, I'll probably work until I die. But I want to be able to be in a way that everything's okay, everything's covered. You still have a way of life about it, joy. And that's what I think when we get to this age, get stuck in a rut sometimes of trying to find joy. That's the other thing that we're looking for right now, where everybody's good, everybody's happy, and you put all that time and effort and work into that, right? So where's your joy? Where is it, right? Like you contemplate on it, right? I see a lot of social media going around. Depression, anxiety, and I'm not saying that all that is whole hockey, because I'm sure some of it is true, some of it legitimately is. However, if you're struggling, you can't just blame it on depression and anxiety, right? God is good, God is great, but He's not going to do things for you. Okay, you got to work for those things. So you want something different, you want to feel different, you want, I don't know, anything, you want something to change, you got to make that happen, right? The way will be provided. You just got to walk through the door and do it, okay? And I mean that in any kind of aspect of life. Job, you want something, you want money, who may go get it. You want family, cool man, go get it. You know what you're looking for. you got your wants, your needs, and if you're willing to actually go out there and do it, man, a lot of us men, maybe at this age, we get this aspect of we're looking for joy. That's why I think the idea of like midlife crisis comes along. Of, oh, you bought a bike, or oh, you go skydiving now, or you do something weird, or adrenaline junkie, or whatever. Well, that's where people will say, okay, well, I'm searching. Well, what do they search for? Joy, right? Because that's the one thing that they've spent so long doing is trying to bring everyone else joy that I think they forgot about themselves, and they don't know what joy is anymore. Right? So it's hard to figure out what joy is, and truly joy, if you don't know what you're looking for. So I think that's where the depression and the anxiety comes from, right? Just like it's a misunderstanding. Okay, and I'm not going to say that I'm sitting here to say that. Oh no, I don't have those things. I'm sure every human being has those things. But again, I'm not going to sit around and wait for just something to happen for it to change. In my process, I guess, of dealing, whatever. Yes, I like to do a lot of research. For one, kind of the typical male, like I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to 18 days researching this subject. I researched it a little bit. I kind of let the mind think, if you will. And then it's a lot of self-questioning, which is probably what a lot of people need help with when they're having depression, anxiety, things that they're doing. They need the help with processing. They don't know what questions to ask. They're just lost, right? So it's like you're stuck in a dark room, going in circles looking for the door, but you can't find it because it's there. So I do a lot of questioning myself. Now, usually during this time, I'm pretty quiet. I don't talk to a lot of people. At work, I do, but I put on a face because that's work. And I do what I need to do because that's a situation for me. But at home, I'm pretty quiet. You know, I don't, I'm not my normal kind of jovial, spirited kind of self. Um, I'm thinking. I'm thinking, and I do that a lot. I'm doing it basically 24/7 at that point. Um, and it takes me some time. You know, sometimes that's a couple weeks. Sometimes it's a slower process. It takes a couple months. Um, and there is no time limit to put on those things. But anyway, I think that's what stage I'm in, and I've got a couple buddies who are in that stage of life too. Of we're not chasing anymore. We're actually trying to figure out joy for us at the end of the day, right? Joy for us, but also with that thing in mind of hey, we're almost done, and we need to look at it now if we're going to be good and prepared. And it's not just us; we got everybody to prepare for it too. So I'm going through that. I don't see that as a bad thing. I'm just that's where I'm at, I guess. But I still have fun. I still have joy. I still like doing these things. Um, you know, still love riding that kind of stuff. So that's why I'll go out here and ride. I come out here to ride to get the edge off a little bit and have some fun. All right, let's talk about something a little bit happier. Halloween's coming up. How exciting is that? I do like Halloween. I do like to get dressed up. I haven't in a few years. But I think that's just because, I don't know, we call it busy. I hate that word. But everything is going on, and man, but you're just kind of burnt out by the time you get there, right? Just burnt out. Back to that stage of life thing. So, Halloween's coming up. And this year, it's a little new for us, right? Because we're in a different area, different town, different state at this point. And I don't know what we're going to do just yet. Now, I know we're going to do a couple of like trick or treat things at the school that the kids go to. Um, we're going to. What else are we going to do? I don't know. There's one here downtown Florissant that we're probably going to do as well. Um, but anyway, we always wait till last minute. Do you guys just wait till last minute to do the Halloween thing? We always do. I don't know why. Like it comes up every year, same time, and we're always last to get the outfits, costumes, and stuff. But we got to get on that this week. We really do, because around here, I guess, and every year, earlier and earlier, everybody does their trunk or treat things so much earlier, right? And I don't know why that is, but you get to the 31st, you've already had 3 Halloweens at that point, right? Like it's crazy to me. Um, the kind of stuff that we've already done before actual Halloween. But anyway, I love it. I like having a good time with it, getting dressed up. You know, as your kids get older, they go through this kind of stages of that too, right? Where Jackson doesn't love dressing up for Halloween. Okay, he doesn't. So I don't force him to. It's nice when he does. Oop, all across Mississippi Bridge, baby. You like that? Check that out right there. Yeah. Mississippi. But Axel still loves getting dressed up, doing the trick or treating thing. We're gonna have a good time with that. And man, if this weather holds, it's gonna be beautiful. You know, I mean, back in the day, because I grew up in Missouri. Back in the day, you had Halloween and you went trick or treating, but you also had to be very cognizant of getting a coat on over that or getting your sweatpants on underneath, whatever you had to do, because it's cold as shit. You know, it's gonna be super, super cold, freezing out by the time it got to be Halloween. Now, I will say one cool thing about Halloween costumes. I'd say the majority of the time, my mom made our Halloween costumes, which was legit. It was a shit. Now we knew no different back in the day, as if that weren't a thing, right? As every hell, mom, she would make our picture shirts as well. Yeah, these bikers fast. I know I ain't going that fast. I'm at jump. Anyway, so she'd make these Halloween costumes for us, and we love them because we would use them not just during Halloween; we'd be on them all the time, right? And just trying to play catch up here a little bit with these. Right. Anyway, so she made all the Halloween costumes. You know, I don't even know anymore if kids do that. I mean, typically with our kids, I don't make them make their own costumes and stuff like that. We buy our costumes. Now I do like to make like things for them, particularly like the weaponry stuff. If we're gonna do like I mean, one year I made a big battle axe out of plywood, and I painted something. That thing was heavy as crap. Now again, yeah, that was for me, but I love to do characters. Like something from Resident Evil and shit. It's beautiful. It's on noon. It's noon. 12 o'clock. Just out riding that bike, baby. We're riding our bike. La 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 la. Bump. Ugh. Are there any other riders out there who gotta call out their bumps? You know, when you see like something coming in the road, you gotta be like, okay, pick up the bump. Gotta tell myself, bump, 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 bump. I don't know. But I do know there's a lot of bikes out today, which is a beautiful. They don't know I'm a Yamaha Raider. I mean, I don't know, maybe they do. You know, Harley riders stick together. They don't wear no helmets. I'm not about that life either. The no helmet life. Uh, Man, I do like wearing gear. I prefer to wear gear for safety, um, because I like my head. I like my head where my head's at. I like it on my shoulders. I like a full round head. You know. Now you could say, well, okay, yeah, but you're wearing you ain't even wearing full sleeves right now. You're right. I do toe the line a little bit with that. Um, I, I like the breeze too. And you're right, man. Look, if I get in an accident and I go for a slide, I am in trouble, and I am fully aware of that. Uh, However, that's the reason why I kind of ride the way I do a little bit today. Not defensive, not offensive, I guess. Sometimes I ride defensively, but I don't ride offensively uh, because I got wife and kids to come home to, man. I got stuff to do. Remember, I have things I have to do. Can't leave this world just yet. So, one of my bells, I've got a few bells that I ride around with here on my bike. This is Dad. Why do I ride with that? Because it's a damn good reminder that I got to come home. Like I got kids, I got a wife, I got responsibilities. So don't be stupid and be as safe as I possibly can on the road. And come home safe because that's what's important. What else do I have for bells? Oh, the very first bell I got was from my neighbor Joe. I like Joe, great guy. As I always say, he's got a tattoo on his face, but his face is literally tattooed all the way around, the whole thing. Joe might have had a few struggles here and there in life, but man, he's a good kid at heart. I mean, a kid. He's a good guy at heart, right? Like he's a good person. Well, Joe, the first day, essentially, I got this bike. Not this bike, but I got my other bike, the Honda Shadow, the Tigress, the color. Had no idea what I was doing. Had my buddy dip out, kind of trying to show me how to walk with the bike and figure out how to shift and all the stuff. Joe comes cruising out on his Harley, and he's been my neighbor for a while, right? Obviously, at that point. First time I ever talked to him, though, right? The first time we had a need to talk to him, I guess. And again, bikes. I gotta love them bikes, man. This is why I hate this patch. So my host. Bikes bring people together, because otherwise I never would have gotten to know Joe and got to know the kind of the nice guy, cool guy that he is at heart. And Joe brings me this bell, what was called at the time. Now, it really wasn't a bell. It was actually just something he handmade, which he always does. It's super cool. Flat metal piece, and it's got a symbol on it. So he brings that to me. He said, "Here, man, put this on your bike for luck." Okay, cool, great. So anyway, I still have that bell. Keeping me safe. I get attached to things that people give me, especially if they're handmade. I think that's way more special than anything else. If somebody puts some time and effort into something, it comes out really cool. What else do I got for bells? I've got a bell that what Caesar gave me. It is actually a Viking helmet. Now that is because spring pick there. That's because of the gym, obviously our gym. So I love that bell. Recently, I picked up another kind of head type of bell. It is actually the Iron Cowboy, meaning it's a skull, and it's got a cowboy hat on. I really liked it. It's super cool. It's fun. So I have that in the front there. And then I got a gym hanging off my bikes. Now, I am not really in any form or fashion into the gym world thing, like GEM, like the gemstones. But Axel got that for me. Him and Jackson and Mom went to a gym fair there in Denver, and they came back obviously with many goodies. Um, but Axel gave that to me. He said he picked that out for me. I said, okay, cool. I love it. I think it's blue. I got a little deficiency thing with blue and purple, but anyway, it's pretty cool. So I wrapped some wire around it. Got it, made sure it was real secure, and I've got that hanging on my bike, uh, right above actually the motor for that one, kind of like the heart of the bike. Remember being ride, not being stupid and doing let your head take over sometimes. I just love them. They're fun things to throw on the bike, kind of just for funsies. Um, right, because man, it is fun and it is a beautiful day. Yeah. I guess where are we now? We are headed back to the Benning Manor. Um, Headed back home at the moment. And I've had my blinker on for quite some time. Goodness gracious, I cannot forget that. So I changed out my lights on here. I put in the Blaster X custom LED on the tail light. So I had to cut off the old bracket, modify just a little bit, get this one in. So now they're all bright LEDs. I can take off that ugly license plate and put my side-mounted license plate on. And I also put in some LEDs, bulbs in the front blinkers there. And then I put in the smoked out lenses because I like that black look on the front there. Anyway, after doing all that, switching to LEDs, you get this thing called hyper flash, right, where your timing's off and your flash is just going boom, 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 like crazy. So to get past that, you got to change out your flasher relay, essentially. And I did that. Now when I changed the flasher relay in the Yamaha. Essentially, what happens is you lose the automatic turn signal feature for it. Um, so I don't have automatic turn signals anymore. So I'm kind of getting used to that again. Is not having that. So I forget sometimes. Whoopity doopity. All good. La 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 la. La 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 la. And home, sweet home, where the lights kick on and it all looks good. Thanks for riding with me today. It was fun. It was a blast. Until next time, see you guys.